Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm out here in the horse shed. It is a pretty miserable day, so I thought for this week's video I would take you through my grooming box, which I have just down here, and share with you what's in it, some tips and tricks that I have learnt this past season, and maybe some information that I thought you might be interested in. So, hey TJ. Beautiful girl's been clipped, so she's inside. It has been so cold today, but we're going into winter. I'm all rugged up, should have a hat on. Anyway, let's get into today's video. All right, so this is my grooming box, and let's open it up and see what's inside. So it's pretty standard, I think, but I have been asked to do this. Some students said they'd love to see what's inside, so here we are. Oh, those two over there. TJ does not like baby Merlin. To be honest, Merlin's only a year younger than her, but she's a sass queen. Run, Merlin. Anyway, let's dive into today's video. First tip, and something that I use, a product that I use this season. I don't have it in my grooming box because I actually stole it out of a friend's grooming box for the season and I loved it. And it's this product called a liquid silk. No more washing tails. You just squirt a little bit of it in, rub it through, and then brush it out. Now, I usually just use a hairbrush. So this used to be my hairbrush, no longer is, lives in the grooming box. Another wee showy kind of tip is have a show sheen sort of product in your grooming box. This one is I just really make sure that whatever show sheen I use is non-slip, because there is nothing worse than your saddle slipping because your horse is too shiny. Another little tip / trick is if you've got a horse with white legs, and you know that I have many because I have 2 paints and a chestnut with 4 white socks, is make sure you have a purple shampoo in your grooming box. But how you see the showies with beautiful white legs is they clip them, then they wash them with a purple shampoo, and then they put this white powder on, and then they brush them off, and voila, we have a beautiful white legs. So I don't do that. I'd have to clip the entire horse. Not really a showy, but if I was getting into it, then I probably would, because you just really can't compete against those people that shave them out. I have black makeup in my grooming box, and I also have a highlighter. So for the black makeup, you put it around the eyes, but what I did, which I had never used black makeup for, was for the legs. So in the video with Cole, my son, and his pony where he escaped, so go look for that, I blacked out his legs, so they were beautiful. And then the clear highlighter goes around the eyes, can go around the muzzle, it just gives like a dramatic glossy finish to the face, ears, muzzle and muscles, so that's great. And also another wee trick, and something that should be a staple if you're going showing or dressage or anything, is some hairspray. Just normal human hairspray works really well for flyaways, to help hold the plaits in place. Buddy's having a roll. And if you're doing quarter markers, we don't use a stencil, we do them by hand, and use a hairspray to keep them in place. So yeah, cheap as chips and great. Another couple of products we have, things we use, is obviously hoof oil. I tend to not use a lot of hoof oil because I kind of believe that it's fed. It's good hoof health is from the inside out, but we do have it nonetheless. And a hoof black for showing. Another cool wee product that we take showing and it can be used for both horse and rider, and it's a Kiwi product, and I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but it's 𝒋𝒐𝒖𝒓𝒏𝒆𝒚 hemp seed healing oil balm. Now it's for people, and you can put it on your lips, but I also put it around the horse's lips, or it's just a really cool wee product, and we love supporting a local New Zealand businesses. So still on the kind of showy route is we have a pair of clippers in the grooming box. You never know when you need to just fix up a bridle path or fix up anything like fetlocks and that sort of thing. And another really cool product we have is a screwdriver. Is that what this is called? I'm going to call it a screwdriver. There'll be I don't think it is. But anyway, we have one of these in here for fixing. Mainly Western bridles have like conchos that I need to change over. But I just think having these like little nifty products are very, very handy. We also have, if I can find it, along with this, a pocket knife. Now I think this is really important if you ever need to chop a rope, or if a horse gets tangled, or if anything happens. Really good to have a pocket knife in your grooming kit. A few other things, we obviously have hoof picks, pretty standard. Along the lines of hoof picks, we have shoeing gear, so it's you never know if you're at an event or you're out and about and you've got a loose shoe and you just want to pull it off, or you want to tack it on. So that's what's in our grooming box. We always have gloves in our grooming box, and lots and lots of brushes. Obviously brushes, so this old school metal brush, great for getting dirt off. My favorite type of brush, this one, and then some soft brushes for faces and body and that sort of thing. We have a scraper, and we have some very cool products for massaging. Now, keeping our horses sound and relaxed and happy and healthy and not stiff and sore is really priority for us all the time, and it's really a big part of like our daily kind of routine with the horses is stretching them out, giving them muscles. And you know that I work closely and I'm sponsored by CWT Equine Treatment, so I'm really thankful for her to come out, and she definitely helps with keeping Skipper like really his pain at bay, as we know he has navicular and he struggles with laminitis as well. But we have these as well, so this little product here, magnet balls, and then this one. Now you can use a tennis ball, which is what we usually use, and I'm just borrowing this off a friend and I love it, so I'm going to get one. It is an equi massage roller, but so good for massaging the horse's muscles. A couple of products that should live in our vet kit but live in our grooming box is an antibacterial cream. I just think it's really handy to have with you, and Skipper has 𝒋𝒐𝒖𝒓𝒏𝒆𝒚. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it is prescribed by his vet, and it's for inflammation and relief of pain in both acute and chronic musculoskeletal disorders in horses. So he doesn't compete. I don't think you could give this product. I'm not sure you could give this product, or you'd have to check if you are competing. But it's a really great product for Skipper, so that's why we have it. If he is if he's traveling, so he does the odd expo and he does meet and greets. So if I just want to keep his pain at bay a little bit, I give him a touch of this before he travels. And then if we are traveling, so on the whole traveling route, if we are traveling, I give the horses a recovery mash. So just helps with like hydration and recovery. And obviously we take their feed with us as well, but it will live in the grooming box because it just comes in this nice little sachet. This one, so I got given a few of these at an event, so I've just been using those, but love it. Well, that's what's in my grooming kit. Now I'm going to share with you a couple of little tips. I want to share is if you are plaiting, and I am no showy by any means, but I do teach our students this, and a tip is that if you are plaiting, there is ways to make your plaits look nicer. First kind of tip is make sure your mane is wet, like get a spray bottle of water and damp the mane. Another thing you can get is there is a product that's a stick from NAF, and I have heard it does wonders, so I'm looking forward to trying that. But just really making sure that your hair is wet, and then also make sure you have a like I say, a hairspray to hold it in place and just really spray it. I generally band unless I am showing, because I just find it easier. It's set in, and I need to go and take these horses out and give them a stretch. I thought I was going to put them out for a little bit, so I'll just wait for the shower to pass. But while I'm on some of the tips and tricks I've learned, if you are going to a show and you are new, even gymkhanas, you would have seen, wanted to put this beautiful saddle pad on Charlie, and got told quite firmly from my friends that I would stick out like dog's bottom. If you are showing, use a numna. This is an full old one, or a half pad, and you'll be grand, very grand. I mean, at the end of the day, just go out there and have fun. But just something that I didn't actually know. Like, I thought this would be fine for a mini show, and then when I changed, I actually saw other people with these, and they just didn't get a look at it. I felt really bad for the children, so I thought I'd share that little tip, because I just think the parents didn't know. Like, I didn't know I was about to put Cole and Charlie in one of these, because I thought it looked fantastic. It's a much better knit than this, but no, I put the old numna on that I wore when I was 5, and we didn't win turnout, but we didn't look out of place. So I thought I'd share that little trick. My last tips and little tricks is, if you get to an event, so a showing or a hunting or show jumping or anywhere where you have to wear a stock, and you forget a stock pin, an earring will do the trick. So last week was the last week of equine for the first course, and we did a photo shoot where we all dressed up in our show gear, but I forgot the stock pins. But earrings came to the rescue. It looked really, really great. I mean, I'm all for stock pins, but it's a great little trick that if you forget your stock pin, earring looks great. I've moved because I was getting slightly wet where I was and just a bit cold. But a few days ago, Wendy from CWT Equine Treatments, which we know sponsors Skipper and really, really help with his, we have such an amazing group of people that help keep his pain at bay and keep him sound, and he's going fantastically at the moment. She came out with her 𝒋𝒐𝒖𝒓𝒏𝒆𝒚, and I took a few videos, and I thought I'd share with you some of the reasons why I absolutely love working with Wendy. Really does help with assisting keep our horses in tip-top condition, relaxed, healthy, strong, and ready to rock and roll. So I will share with you. Have a little listen. Wendy from CWT Equine Treatments is here. Look at the state of Skippy. And she brought her massager, her 𝒋𝒑 Skip. Yeah. Lucky boy. And hubby's out in the arena riding her horse, bringing it back into work for her. So very good. I'm just going to jump in here and do a voiceover. I am so thankful once again to Wendy from CWT Equine Treatments for bringing her 𝒋𝒑 to Barkridge. Lucky Skipper gets his 𝒋𝒑 on a weekly basis, and this is known to improve blood circulation, relax muscles while stimulating muscle tissue, increase lymphic drainage, improve healing of wounds and ulcers, reduces muscle and joint pain, and so much more. So we know for Skipper that blood circulation is a big deal. So we need to increase that, and I do believe that the 𝒋𝒑 helps that. Look at baby TJ. She got her turn as well. Hope you have enjoyed this little video this week. I have some pretty big news coming, but I will share that next week. Really sad, but very exciting. And I've also, the last week of equine, but a little birdie has shared with me that there is a second intake. So yay! Spread the word. There'll be more links to coming to Telford to work with myself and the other tutors for the second half of the year very soon. But right now I'm going to try and stay warm because the rain is pouring down. Horses are all staring at me like, give me some more hay, and I will see you next week.